There we go. Hello, Psycho-Creative community. Thank you for joining us. April 15th. And today we're going to start working with a new book, The Illogical Logic. And we're going to do some psycho-creative maneuvers in trying to make the lesson more interesting, more productive, more intuitive. And many times it was funny because sometimes I used to see that some computer programs claimed that they are intuitive. See, it's like they were shown to the customers, this one, we created a very intuitive program for you. It was funny for me because there's no way a computer can be intuitive. There's no way a program can be intuitive. Intuition is something that belongs only to people, not to AI, not to ChatGPT, something that comes from our feelings. But maybe we don't have enough information, enough awareness about this. So this is what we're here for. I believe that intuition is a language, a source of knowledge, unique source of knowledge that everyone possesses and everyone has accessibility to, yet we need some tools, some outlets, some routes, practices, so we can get in touch with this accessibility. So this is why we're here for. And I would like to start now with some questions that I will ask you, I will invite you to ask about intuition. Anything you would like to ask, let me make here a new file so we can start fresh. Let's see if you see what I see. No, you don't see what I see. All right, let's see, let's try again. Okay, now you can see what I see. Okay, so before we get to the subject of the first chapter, I would like to invite you to ask any question that you would like, any question about intuition, about being intuitive. I would like to invite you to ask any question. There is no wrong question here. You can be as naive as you want. You can be as primary as you want. You will see how questions enable us to dive into endless, I would say the ocean of inner wisdom we have, but we need the questions to open the way over there. So I'm inviting you. I prefer that you ask the question out loud and not through the chat. So intuition, this is our subject. And we know nothing about intuition, right? I believe. So.
I have a question.
Yes, Jerry?
Well, I think, and I'm speaking for myself, excuse me, I touched something. That one of the, I have an underdeveloped intuition, and I know that. And I mean, I'm real strong in some areas and very strong in my faith. I can't prove it, but I know it. But on those practical things like we did last week, where there were a decision, to make, I think that I have made enough bad decisions that I have lost the ability to really trust that I know on more simple things.
Like, so what is the question? What is the question?
How can you tell the difference between your intuition to trust and bad thinking?
How can you differentiate between intuition and?
Let me ask it differently. How can you learn to trust your intuition if your intuition has led you astray?
Okay. Okay, I will just put it this way. How can you learn to trust you. It's always a mistake when I write intuition. Okay. All right. Thank you. How can we learn to trust it? I mean, should we trust it? Is trust a part of the game? I mean, there is another question. What can I do with past bad decisions? Right? Okay.
Maybe
All
some
right.
maybe some definition, sorry. What is intuition?
What is intuition? I'm trying to write without mistakes. It's not possible. What is intuition? So, it's interesting. I love this question because, and this is the challenge of this book, that the part in our mind that cannot understand intuition is asking to understand intuition. That's fantastic. We're asking for the information that we cannot receive, yet we are still intrigued. And this, I hope you understand what I'm saying, Iraq. Because part of understanding intuition begins with not understanding intuition. This is what I'm saying. This is the illogical logic. And I am saying that we have some other forms of intelligence inside us that it is beyond the regular thinking. And it is also intelligence. It is also wisdom, related more to feelings. In Hebrew, there is a saying, the wisdom of the heart. There is a chokhmat halev, the wisdom of the heart. All right, more question.
Okay, I have 3 questions.
3 questions.
Yeah, I hope I won't forget them as I say them. So,
I invite also Michael to ask questions. Michael, I haven't heard your voice. I always see your smiling face. But you can keep quiet. It's okay. Just teasing you. Okay.
So, can all people be intuitive? Potentially.
Oh, no. Are all people intuitive? Can I write in this? Are all people intuitive?
Fine.
Okay.
The second one is what blocks intuition from coming through, or what can potentially block? I don't know.
Okay.
And the third one, is intuition an inner voice or like a whisper from somewhere outside of me?
Is intuition, let's see, is intuition belong to me?
Okay.
Or is intuition actually me?
Mm-hmm.
Or something else, someone else? Okay. What is the mistake here? What's double L? Okay. Is it me? Is it mine? Is it actually my voice, or maybe something else is involved there? Okay. Well, I mean, we cannot avoid some esoteric questions. It's okay. All right. Give us more. Who wants to ask questions? Any question will be good. Any question. We made an exercise. It is called Daphna exercise. And the exercise is to create 33 questions about a topic. Just to create a question, this is a challenge. Ask question, allow yourself to question. Like a child, to wonder. And this is one of the challenges for people who would like to be more intuitive, is to release this ability of not judging the questions. Okay? All right. Anything else? So far, we have, how can I learn to trust my intuition? What can I do with past bad decisions that Jerry think they are intuitive? Yeah. What is intuition? Are all people intuitive? What blocks intuition? Is intuition actually me or someone else? All right. Yeah.
I've got another question. What if intuition leads me to wrong decision?
What if intuition leads me to wrong decisions? So I add another question. How can I decide that a decision was wrong? How do I measure it?
Yes.
Maybe something that I felt was wrong after years, retrospectively, I said, oh my God, thank you for this decision. Okay, but at the immediate time, it was horrifying. All right.
I have a
Good.
question.
Go ahead, Radit.
What is the uses of intuition besides making decisions? What else
What
can I use
are
the intuition for?
uses of intuition? What do we need intuition for? Why are we talking about intuition today? Okay. Do I have it? No. Always make a mistake here. Intuition. Okay. All right. Yeah.
How do I differentiate between intuition and caution?
I cannot hear you, Merav.
Okay, how do I differentiate between intuition and caution?
Intuition and
Caution.
caution?
Yeah.
Let's see if I got you right. How can I make the difference between intuition and caution? Be careful. Oh,
Yes, thank you.
okay. All right. Nice. All right. Let me help you by showing you the list of the chapters in the book. So, wait. It's not that easy here. Okay, I think I got it. Yes. So, you see it, or is it too small?
Too small for me.
Okay. Okay, here it is. So, we're going to talk about, wait a second, we're talking about knowing without understanding how. This is the topic of today's lesson. The illogical logic that has different kind of logic, okay? The place in which feelings become more a reliable source of information. Act now, understand later. Collision with left brain. Are we ready for this? Collision between intuition and left brain. Wait, think, hesitate, and lose. That means that intuition is also related to speed. Do not believe, fear, and learn from experience. The place where we have this option to take a risk, intuitive risk, or just stay in the same place and learn from the experience of what happens then. Your gut knows way before your brain does, which means, again, that we have different kind of intelligence, that it is beyond the usual understanding. Impulsivity in the service of intuition. Usually impulsivity has bad reputation. But there are times in which impulsivity is the best thing we can have. So we make quick decisions. Wait, think, hesitate, and lose. This is what happens when we are afraid to be intuitive. So say, let me think about it. I'm going to need some time. I want to think. I want to wait. Then we hesitate and we lose intuitive opportunities. That intuition is scary, and that is how it should be. If it is not scary, it is not intuitive. And I will explain why, etc. So after seeing these, I would like to know if you have some new questions.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Because as I understand intuition, we need for something, for certain things. We are desperately want to have answer or something like we press yourself. So does intuition should answer us always? Like I need answer now. Does intuition is always speak to us, or is we have to wait? Because something silent is also answer.
Interesting. Let me see if I get you. Is intuition always available? This is not a question if it is available, but does it always have an answer?
Because we need desperately now answer. Like intuition is giving you perspective, and you have not. And the question is, does intuition is always answer for your questions or for your situation you are? Or is sometimes work, sometimes is answering, or sometimes come lately, like late.
Okay, let's see. Does the intuition always bring immediate information? Something like this?
Yeah.
And again, I made a mistake. I cannot help it. Tick. All right. Interesting. Eventually, you will see that it is also a matter of practice. Yes, Hadass.
The fear or the scariness associated with intuition.
Again, I didn't hear you. I heard fear related to intuition. Can you say it again, Merav?
How to overcome the fear related to intuition.
Okay, nice. How to overcome the fear of being intuitive or following intuition?
Of the voice of the intuition. You say that it's always scary.
Well, your voice is not clear. Maybe if you can start, open the camera so I can see also your lips, so I can understand you better. It's not very clear, Merav. Or you can write in the chat if you want. So now we can do some intuitive work with our questions. I'm saying that intuition is a source of wisdom, that it is beyond our regular understanding, because it brings information that we cannot prove, that we have no reference for it. We cannot read it in any book. It just comes from inside, and I'm saying it is valuable for us, and it is beyond our understanding. Let's see. Oh, about the fear I wrote here. Okay, it's okay. I wrote the fear. How to overcome the fear of being intuitive or following intuition. So we need... Yes,
Can I still
Adas?
add a question?
Oh, you can always add a question. We love questions.
Okay. Well, it's just how do you listen to your intuition and still follow through on things? Because if intuition comes impulsively, then you can start doing something today and the next day you'll have a different impulse. So does it get in the way of continuity or following through on your decisions?
I want to capture it as a question. Is intuition steady, or does it change, or will it change its mind tomorrow?
Consistent.
Consistent. All right.
Okay.
Is intuition consistent, or will it surprise me later with another change in course, for example?
I have a question.
Well, I can give you an answer for all the question is just one word, yes. That's it. Answer is yes. Yes, another question. You see, once we get used to ask questions, we have more questions. It's fantastic. Yes, Jerry.
You said that intuition was value. And my question is, what is its value?
What is the value of intuition? Yeah.
Thank you.
I have a question too.
Yes, Roberta.
So speaking about intuition, it brings me to a place of intimacy somehow. I'm thinking also like it came the image of the embryo and actually the neurogastroenteric channel. It's the same place where the gut and then the nervous system comes. This is quite amazing. It's really the same place. So it's a place of intimacy. And so my question is like how to dive back again into that place of intimacy.
So you say that how to get back to
something that is natural, actually. It's so
intimacy,
primal.
Okay. I would say natural, basic intimacy between gut and brain.
Yeah.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
More or less. That
yes.
The connection is there, intimacy, there is a connection. I mean, they're friends, they work together.
Since the very beginning, but then we lose that.
And what we learn as adults is to make walls between them and even to make some kind of competition and dominance of one part over the other. Nice. Good. More questions, please. Any more questions? Okay.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Is there a moral aspect to intuition? Can it be bad or is it always good?
Is it a moral value about intuition? All right. So this is a very nice question because moral is something that you define. And I'm not sure that we always agree about the moral. See, when you say bad and good, it's very interesting. We can elaborate this question. Is it, you asked, is it always good? Or can it be also bad? Correct, Michael?
Right.
Very nice. Very interesting. Very interesting questions. So you see, the more we ask, the more we open our mind about the information. So now we can let's do an exercise. So far we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17 questions we have out of 33.
I have another one. Is
Okay.
intuition always like to be thought in terms of something in service to us? Or are we in service to intuition? Or maybe both?
Wait. Very interesting question. You ask whether intuition is...
Yeah, we are speaking about intuition always in terms of receiving answers, taking right decision, always like intuition in service to our life. It's also the other way around. Is our life in service to intuition?
It's also a matter of kind of relationship. Are there two sides that can support each other?
Yeah.
Okay. So is it always one direction, intuition in service of people, or can it be the other way? Oh, this is a great question. And the answer is waiting for you inside the book. But I'm not going to give you my answer now. So we have now 18 questions. Great achievement. And as you will see, this is psycho-creative approach to learning. Psycho-creative, we create a question now. From our cycle, we create the questions. Usually when you come to learn, you just come there and you absorb information. This is what you do. You come and absorb information, then you know a little more. Here, we are kind of creating the information from within ourselves. We just open the gates to more information that comes from our endless wisdom. So, I would like us to make intuitive choice about one question that we're going to do some work about. All right? So I would like you to write in the chat your choice about a number between 1 and 18, but I will not choose it accordingly to this list. So just write between 1 and 18, just one number. And we'll see what comes, what we choose as a collective. All right. Okay. One. Oh, Michael and Daphne, it's two numbers. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Just write a number between 1 and 18. So let's see what we have. We have 7, 9, 9, 4, 3, 15, 13. Yeah, but I need more. 11, 1. Okay. So the only number that we got twice is 9. So interesting, 9 is in the middle. So it doesn't matter if I go backwards from the first, it will be, I guess, the same one. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is our choice. What do we need intuition for? Okay. And before we start working with this question, I would like to remind you the topic of this chapter. And we'll see how this question is connected to chapter 1. Chapter 1 says about see where it is. Here it is. Knowing without understanding how. Okay? A state of knowing without understanding how I know it. It is way before the uses of intuition. It's just the thing itself. It's the act, it's the experience of knowing without understanding how I know it. Some people have these feelings more often, some have it less often. But for me, this is the right way to begin with intuition, with defining it as something that I know, I feel that I know. And sometimes it is hard to feel that I know. How do I feel that I know? And making it more complicated, I feel that I know, but I don't understand how. I cannot even explain myself, but I feel that I know. It's a matter of feeling. It is really coming from the gut or from the heart. I know. It is a feeling. Sometimes retrospectively, we can say, I knew it. I knew it. But I couldn't trust it. It wasn't logical, but I knew it. It was in my body. Okay? So there is here a quality that I'm referring to, mental human quality of knowing without understanding how. And this is a question, what do I need this for? Why do I need the ability to know without understanding how? Let's get back to the questions. What do we need intuition for? So now I am inviting you to guess. A great way to approach our inner wisdom by overcoming our usual left brain intellect is by guessing. I would say even we are inventing information now. I don't care if it is right or wrong. I don't care. Now I'm playing. So I'm inviting you to play and to write to yourself an answer. Guess, what do we need intuition for? Just make a guess while assuming that intuition is a state of knowing without understanding how I came to know it. What do I need this quality for? How does it help me in my life, if it does? So please write for yourself a guess, or a guessing, I would say. Make your own answer. Invent your own answer. And then we'll hear your points of view about this question. What do we need intuition for? I have many answers for this. I would like you to bring your assumptions, your theory, your guessings, your wishful thinking, whatever may be right. There is no right or wrong here, because we make a kind of inner investigation, and there are many answers, many right answers, until we find our proper answer. So who wants to give us your answer for what do we need intuition for?
I would say it helps to make decisions, especially that we don't know the future. Often we don't know what the future will bring, and it's hard to make decisions. So this inner voice can help us, because everyone is different, yes, and every situation will be different for everyone. So this is why I believe this intuition can help us.
Okay, so Basha is telling us that intuition can assist us in making decisions, while sometimes it is hard to make a decision because the future is unknown. We live in constant uncertainty. And there are times in which we don't have enough information or experience or resources to feel certain about the decision, but still we have to make a decision. So we have some kind of inner guidance or inner help that is there to help us. Nice. Helps make decisions. Okay. Now here, by the way, I would like to address what Jerry said or someone else said. How can I be sure that decisions advice is good? So I think that there are two issues here. First, it won't be good. There are times in which it won't be good for you to stay stuck without a decision. It won't be good for you to hesitate for too long. It doesn't matter what you decide. I like to make the metaphor of driving a car and reaching a crossroad, and you have right or left, and you hesitate. Right? No. Left? No. What is best for me? And then you stop. What happens when you stop in the middle of the road? Other cars come there, they horn, and they pressure you. You are in a problem because you're not making a decision. You have to make a decision.
Illusion?
Wait a second.
Elusive.
Okay. So, did you get the word, David? I muted you, but now you can open your mic again.
Yes. You hear me?
Yeah.
If you don't mind, with your permission, I want to touch on how to capture or what's the way to capture intuition. Sorry. It seems like intuition is kind of elusive. It's like sometimes you want to invite it, and you cannot invite it. It's like it's not coming, and maybe sometime the right way to capture to capture intuition is to make a quick decision, and not afraid of being wrong or right. It's just make a quick decision.
You said so many things. You said, first of all, I added your question. How can I capture intuition? And you also offered us a mechanism. You said that in order for us to be more intuitive, we should practice making quick decisions. It's a kind of practice, right? Thank you.
Yes.
All right. So it is related to the question, what do we need intuition for? Basha said that it is a tool for us that helps us in times when it is hard for us to make a decision. We don't have enough information. We don't know. We don't have enough to say, yes, I know what I want to do. I don't know. So I need some extra information, extra guidance. So intuition may be here in assistance for me. And David says, well, if you want to capture it, practice it by making quick decisions. Making quick decisions means that you don't ask yourself too much whether it is right or wrong. You just practice quick decisions. There is a saying, decide fast, correct slowly. So okay? So I'm saying that it is not easy, it is not clear because we have other influences inside us. We're not always very clear with intuition, but I say that the more we practice it, the closer we get to this valuable information. Okay, so Basha's answer was decision can help us make decision. What other answers you may have to this question? What do we need intuition for?
Experimenting, exploring.
Experimenting, exploring, and what is the use of experimenting? What does experimenting and exploring, why is it good for you?
Something is wrong. Like your gut tells you.
I hear you. I hear you.
You hear me?
Yeah, I told you.
Oh. I'm being advised by my best part here. So she's asking if maybe we needed to
alarm us when there's danger.
If we're in dangerous situation.
Maybe intuition is there to help us not doing something. It's like a warning sign. And there are times in which our body says, no, 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 do not do it, do not go. But the mind says, well, I'm used to do it. I am invited to this party. Yeah, but this is a good job. And the body says, no, 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 do not stop, stop. And you don't understand why. A year later, retrospectively, you do understand why. Nice. So sometimes intuition may help us not do a harmful move or decision. Nice. All right. Any other suggestions? Any other answers?
I want to continue what you just said, that it's a way to bypass the mind. It's kind of bypassing the mind, because mind is very rigid in patterns and maybe conditioned to many things. And being open to intuition bypasses what the mind has to say at that moment, and maybe will be more correct to us, because mind is not always, it deceives us many times.
You know that they say, it's just a saying, that intuition comes from the right brain. And we're talking about the right decision. Right and right. Okay, so you say that the mind may be rigid. Our left brain logic that is based on past experiences, on precedents, nothing more. It cannot go to something new. It is always in relying on the information. All the computers work this way. All the vast computers made on information that is already gathered. They cannot bring new information. And there are times in which the right path for us will be a new one, not the old one. And for this, we need to bypass the mind. We need a new perspective. Nice. All right. Give us more answers. What do we need intuition for?
I wanted to comment, sorry.
All right, so Basha and Viola. Viola, you first, because you didn't talk today.
I was thinking that intuition can really enrich our lives, because it, as a consequence of being intuitive, you do spontaneous things. I think it's connected very much to being spontaneous, and it can lead you to completely new places. You mentioned that before, but I see it as a treasure. It's as enriching your life.
Okay, I can have some questions for you, Viola. You say it can make me more spontaneous. And my question for you is, why would you be more spontaneous? Why would you want to be more spontaneous?
Actually, I appreciate being spontaneous in life. So this is one of the.
So I'm asking you why. I'm challenging you.
Yeah, because it gives me a feeling of living with a full heart.
Nice.
Like full heart, you know?
So we may say that intuition may lead to healing, to mental healing. So
yes, but there is a problem with if somebody comes from this place. I think there is a problem if somebody comes from this huge tension and anxiety, and then if he's using his intuition, could be confusing too. Okay,
so what I'm saying to you, and this is something that we should discuss, I think that once you're anxious, your accessibility to intuition is very low. Because once you're anxious, You are really
Yeah, you're
tuned.
right. Yes, exactly.
So we feel something when we're anxious, but this not maybe intuition. So we will have to do something with our anxiety in order for us to get in touch again with our intuition. And the thing that I can offer you to do is to practice emotional transformation. So we reduce the load of anxiety. We are free again to feel intuition. Okay? Nice. So maybe some of what we may retrospectively say bad decisions that came from intuition, maybe it was also there other stuff in our feelings that interfered with the decision, like our anxiety, prejudice, stereotype, whatever, that also influenced the way we feel. And we perceived it as intuition. And I think we should put there a question, was it intuitive? Just a question. Okay. Any other suggestions? What do we need intuition for? Yes, Basha.
I wanted to comment on what Viola said and one of the ladies earlier. So I would add to what Viola said, because you asked her why she wants to be spontaneous, why she wants to be more spontaneous. So my thoughts were because she values it, of course, because of her heart, like she said. But I would say also to life be more interesting, less boring.
Oh, interesting. So life can be more interesting.
Yes.
Or maybe adventurous.
Adventurous, yes. And another lady said something about exploring as well. And you asked her why, what for. So my thoughts.
The lady's name is Hadass.
Oh, Hadass. Okay, sorry, I didn't remember. And I would say exploring leads to knowledge, to knowing, to learning, isn't it? So this is what I want to add.
Okay, so we have some ideas. Anyone else wants to add? Because, you know, we have here endless answers, and it is good that we have endless answers, because this is a different mode of activating our mind when we know that we have endless answers, not only one answer to one question, but many answers. We activate our intuitive brain, actually. This is the place where it likes to be, where there are many surprises, many routes, many ways. It's like a creative mode. So, Roberta, did you want to say something?
Yeah, I started with a first answer that was like to expand and to access something new. And then listening to all the other, it came a feeling of intuition as a generator of deep intelligence, like really like an engineer, a motor like that. It's kind of almost physically produce intelligence.
I can see how you can see it. You can feel this engine. You can actually, I think that you have this view, you can have this image of this metaphor, this engine that produces information, that produces knowledge. Such a great idea. And I'm saying that the great thing about this engine, or even knowledge bank, is that the more you take from it, the larger it becomes. I mean, you cannot deplete it from the quantity of knowledge. When you are connected better, you get more of it and more of it. Your account is expanding the more you get in touch with it. Again, it is endless. So we are approaching the end of this lesson. It was very fast. So I would like to give you some homework.
Oh.
But you know, Basha is a school teacher. So this homework is a privilege. You don't have to do it. We will not check it in the last lesson. It's okay. You can forget everything I said here. but this is just an offer. First, watch the recording. Second, if you would like to help us create the audiobook, just write it in the group and we will assign you to a paragraph in the first chapter. And third assignment, just read again chapter 1, and before the next lesson, read chapter 2 and bring thousands of questions. And if you have any meeting or something with your intuition during the week, write about it in the group. Every sharing is inspiration. You saw it. Other people's ideas generate other ideas, and we have different new ideas just because someone else had their own ideas. Okay? So again, watch the recording, volunteer to make a recording audio for the audiobook if you like. Read again this chapter so you will have a reflection of what we said here. And before the next class, read chapter 2, okay, which is the illogical logic. Anyone wants to say something before we end this unpredicted lesson?
Thank you. I want to say thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Thank you for joining. It's a great experience for me. So we'll see you again next week or even earlier with some of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, 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 bye.
Very unusual day. Bye-bye.